What happens when one guy gets dropped into another world and every woman around him wants more than just his magic? These Isekai Harem Anime bring the fantasy and more waifus than you can count. How a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom. Kazuya Suma is summoned to a medieval kingdom on the verge of collapse, not to fight monsters, but to fix the economy. He uses political reforms, modern strategies, and common sense to reshape the kingdom, impressing everyone around him. But as his leadership grows, so does his following. From the strong-willed Princess Lycia to warriors, musicians, and nobles who admire his mind and his calm confidence. He doesn't chase love, but it finds him anyway, through diplomacy and loyalty. 9. Arifureta. From commonplace to world's strongest, Hajime was the weakest in his class, until a betrayal dropped him to the bottom of a death-trap dungeon. There, he's forced to survive, evolve, and adapt into a ruthless warrior who crafts his own arsenal and carves his own destiny. Along the way, he meets Yue, a centuries-old vampire imprisoned alone in the dark. She becomes his first companion and lover, soon joined by a dragon girl, a bunny girl, and more, each drawn to his strength and broken heart. This harem isn't cute fluff. It's built through battle and shared pain. 8. How not to summon a demon lord. Takuma Sakamoto was unbeatable in game, but in real life, he's a shut-in with zero people skills. Suddenly, he's summoned into a fantasy world as his ultra-powerful avatar Diablo by two girls who accidentally enslave themselves instead. Now stuck with a blushing elf mage and a fiery beast girl warrior as his loyal and flirty companions, Takuma has to act like a demon lord, while internally panicking like a teenage boy. His party grows, and so does the harem chaos, with priestesses, royalty, and rivals all vying for attention. 7. The Rising of the Shield Hero. Naofumi starts his journey as one of 4 summoned heroes, only to be betrayed, falsely accused, and left with the weakest weapon, a shield. Abandoned and bitter, he slowly rises back with the help of Raftalia, a demi-human slave he buys to survive, who becomes his sword, his heart, and his most loyal companion. As they grow stronger, others join. A bird girl queen, a mage, and more women who see past the false accusations and fall for the man behind the shield. This is a story of redemption, trust, and the kind of loyalty that builds a harem rooted in love, not lust. 6. The aristocrat's otherworldly adventure. After dying a hero's death, Kazuya is reborn in a noble family with incredible magical blessings from 7 gods. By age 5, he's already breaking records with his sword skills and spellcraft. But his new life isn't just about raw power. He's surrounded by daughters of dukes, princesses, beast folk, and childhood friends who all want to be by his side, whether it's in battle or at the altar. Charming, humble, and unfairly talented, Kane's path to knighthood ends up looking more like the setup to a royal wedding buffet. 5 wise man's grandchild. After dying in a car accident, a young man is reincarnated as Shin and raised by a legendary wizard in a world of magic. He grows up to be insanely overpowered, mastering every spell, every weapon, but has no idea how to deal with everyday life, especially girls. When he enrolls in a magic academy, his skills turn heads, but it's his kind heart that captures them, including the soft-spoken Cicely and several other girls who fall for his awkward honesty. His harem builds not from arrogance, but from innocent charm and unconscious flexing. 4. In another world with my smartphone. After an accidental death by God, Toya is reincarnated into a fantasy world, but allowed to keep his smartphone, which now works like a magic-powered super tool. He breezes through battles and negotiations, helping people with ease and earning the admiration of royalty. But he also catches the eyes and hearts of multiple girls, from twin sisters and noble knights to princesses who literally propose to him. Tuya's harem is lighthearted, romantic, and slowly becomes an accepted part of his destiny. Arata, the legend, Arata Kangatari. Modern-day Arata is thrown into a world ruled by women, where he must impersonate a missing princess in a matriarchal society of warriors and spirits. With a legendary weapon called a Hayagami and enemies who want him dead, Arata is caught in a war he barely understands. But as he earns allies, powerful female warriors begin to rally around him, some out of loyalty, others for deeper reasons. This harem has stakes, with every woman capable of love and war. 2. Monster Girl Doctor. Dr. Glenn runs a clinic for monster girls in a fantasy city where different races coexist. Each patient, whether it's a seductive lamia, a towering centaur, or a bashful harpy, needs his medical expertise and quietly wants his affection. While he remains calm and professional, the women around him grow increasingly possessive and open with their feelings. The result is a slow, humorous, and steamy harem of exotic ladies who all see their doctor as more than just a healer. Tsukimichi. Moonlit fantasy. Makoto Misumi is summoned to a fantasy world, only to be rejected by the goddess who called him, calling him too ugly to be a hero. Banished to the edge of civilization, his power skyrockets as he builds his own town and earns the loyalty of orcs, dragons, and powerful women who adore him for who he is. Tomoe, a dragon samurai, and Mio, a spider-turned-woman, are his most loyal followers and hopelessly in love with him. Makoto might not be a hero to the humans, but to his harem, he's a god worth worshipping. Which world would you want to be reborn into? Comment your pick below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for your weekly dose of anime fantasy.